What's happening to all my life gainers out there? This is going to be my video on my top 6 best stock picks for September 2021. And I tried to compile my list that encompasses pretty much everyone's trading style, whether you're a long-term investor, a swing trader, or a day trader. This list is going to have something for all of you. And the new one that just made my list is the competitor of one that I told you guys about last year that went from $6 all the way up to $70, and we'll break it down in this video. If you're finding me for the first time, please subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so when I drop videos, you guys get them. Follow me on Instagram if you got questions, comments, you want to learn a little bit more about investing. I also put some of my swing trades on my Instagram account, so you definitely want to follow me there so you can see what I'm doing on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. Let's jump in my Robinhood account and we'll talk about these stocks that you should be taking a look at this September. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the very first one we're going to take a look at, well, the very first 3 are counted for my people doing day trading. They're not long-term holds, so just take it for what it's worth. If you're doing day trading or swing trading on Robinhood and you're buying calls, these might be some good plays for you. And the first one, the ticker symbol is BBIG, Venco Ventures. What do? Consumer products, digital marketing. And the reason why they made my list is just because when I'm looking for stocks, I like to go back and check the history to determine whether it's going to be long-term, short-term, or intermediate. This stock started trading in May 2018, and look at what it's done. Upside a year, upside the last 3 months, upside the last month, upside the last week. Pull back today. And when you've seen that much upside with a single day pullback, that means there's a buying opportunity. So let me expand my chart. And if I was on one of my other trading apps, I could click you a line of resistance. It had a resistance line right here at $8, broke on past it, came all the way up, and has created a new resistance line somewhere up here around $9.40. And if you're clicking on a pattern, it's coming to right here, right about $8. It's definitely at some point in time going to break that resistance and go back beyond $9. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are a swinger or a day trader, this is one you want to be keeping an eye on. The next one we're going to look at is EDU, which is New Oriental Education. I know some of you guys are saying, man, China has just been getting smacked around. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to invest in those. Which is why I said some of these are simply swing trades and day trades. You can make money in those. And you determine that. Let's see what it's done in 5 years. Definitely not a long-term investment for me. And 1 year, loss. 3 months, a loss. Another month, it gained. And in the last week, it had a gain. And today, it had a pretty big pullback. So let's expand this chart. Let's see here. It came right on down to right here at $2 and about 30 cents as a line of resistance. When it was way up here, it went way up here at around about 246. So it is going to at some point in time break back up to the upside. And if you're day trading or swing trading, this area right here is where you want to get in right now as I'm recording this video. And this is a stock I've got for you guys if you're going to be doing some swinging and some day trading. And down here you see the earnings have not been all that great. So that tells you definitely don't use this as something for long-term purposes. You use this for swinging and day trading. Next on my list is CEI, Cambridge Energy. Now this is a play for my folks like my homeboy Larry out there and my other homeboys who love the penny stocks. You guys know I'm not a penny stock guy because the foundation of my investing is long-term investing. And I just add icing on the cake with my options action. But if we take a look at Cambridge Energy, 5 years ago, it sucked, it lost $4,599. Horrible stock. That's why I tell people I don't mess with penny stocks because they suck. In a year, it's gone up 40%, which is 20 cents. Last 3 months, it's going up. The last month, it has gone up. Last week, it has gone up. And in the last day, it has seen an 8% growth to the upside. And when you come in here and you take a look, and if we go back to where my arrow is pointing, this is kind of when the uptrend started going up. It went up to that point, and at this point it is 76 cents. So that's the line of resistance. And then it pulled back down. And this could be something that's definitely going to break 76 cents if you want to invest in this type of stock. I done told you guys, I'm not fooling around with y'all with these, but I know my day traders and my swingers like these type of risks, so that's why I have these in here. Next stock we're going to cover are more of my investment stocks that you can take significant gains on the week-to-week action when they have their ups and downs. So PayPal is one I've been in and out of. I love PayPal. PayPal has made me a whole lot of money. You just got to understand when to get in, when to get out. But it also makes for a great long-term hold stock. So let's check the 5-year history. It's gained $250 in the last 5 years. In the last year, 76. Last 3 months, 27. The last month, it gained $16. The last week, $13. And it's up today $1. So if we expand this chart and take a look, resistance, let's see here, today is 289 and it's back down around, what's this, 288. But ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely one that I say you pick for any one of the purposes you want to serve. Short, intermediate, or long-term investing. This stock is a good one that you can have in your portfolio anyway. And if you're trying to get some good quick swing money, always come check out PayPal. I don't like high price to earnings, and in this market 70 price to earnings is not that bad. But if you go down here and you look at their earnings, remember, what is it that drives a stock up? Good earnings and profit. Look at these earnings. These earnings are trending higher than estimated. The dark green is the actual, the light green is the estimated, and as you can see, it's been trending up, and earnings like that. So if you don't learn anything else from this video, always check the earnings in Robinhood if they have them available and see if it's trending upwards. If it is, that means at some point in time that stock is going to make you some money. Next on my list is TMO, which is Thermo Fisher. And I like this as a long-term hold too. Thermo Fisher engages in the provision of analytic instruments, equipment, re-engagement, consumables, software, and services for research, analytics, discovery, and diagnostics. And if you check their history, in the last 5 years, $400 per share return. Last year, $128. 3 months ago, $115. As you can see, it's just trending up. And a month ago, $25 it gained in the last month. And in the last week, $10. And in the last day, $1.22. So just think about that, my swing traders. If you would have had a contract on this thing for a week, last week, you would have made almost $1,000. So that's why I tend to play around with the bigger stocks and not the penny stocks. Now let's expand and take a look at the chart, the Robinhood chart. So today it had a high period of growth early in the day, went all the way up to around the 572 range, and now has pulled back down around 566. I definitely see this thing continuing to grow just because of what they're doing. We're still dealing with viruses and other things outside of COVID that mankind has been dealing with forever, and they work directly in those engagements. And if you go down here and look at their earnings, look at this earnings, beating expectations. They kind of crest right around in here, went back down a little bit, but I guarantee you in Q3 of this year, they'll go right back up, and so will their profits, and so will yours if you invest in Thermo Fisher. Last but definitely not least on my list is CHPT, which is Charge Point. And the stock that I mentioned in the beginning of this video that I told people to invest in last year was Blink Charging. Me, Larry, and the crew got in on Blink when it was right around like $6, and Blink wound up going all the way up to about $42, $50. And of course, you know, we jumped out and took our profit when it got around 35-ish, because there's nobody goes broke taking profit. I see the same kind of trend going on with Charge Point. So let me click in here and show you the 5-year history. They started training in September 2019. and they was flat for a little while, and then they started going up last year. It's pretty much the same time Blink went up. And then over that time period, it's gained $13 per share. In the last year, $13. The last 3 months, it did a pullback, which is why I'm picking this one. And in the last month, it kind of rebounded, but it didn't rebound as much as the pullback. And in the last week, it's gained $1.87. And today it's moving $2. So this stock is going back up from the point it had the last pullback. And let me expand this. Get in here and show you what it's done today. Today the resistance was right around 24.50, and now it's back down right around 23.50. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe this one is the next one that it has a chance to go to the moon, because the meme stock people love stocks of this ilk. They're not too expensive, that are in the revolutionizing the world type play. And Blink was a beneficiary of that last year. And I definitely see ChargePoint doing it this year. But another reason why I like ChargePoint is simply because Tesla has their own contained charging stations for EVs. And ChargePoint is a charging network provider. But they're doing it for all the other cars. And we've seen where Cadillac, Ford, Volvo, Chevy, everybody's getting into the EV movement because it helps their business, it saves the world, and it's better for the consumer, in all honesty. And ChargePoint is trying to be the leader in those charging stations. So definitely, ladies and gentlemen, if you can afford to, mess around with this ChargePoint and look at their earnings. Earnings was here in Q4 20 and went all the way up in 2021 and is holding steady at that same level, which is above losing money. So you hold that, ladies and gentlemen. Jump in here, get you some ChargePoint. Let me know what happens with this stock if you buy some by the end of this year. Well, that's going to do it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like my video. Please comment, subscribe. Go get yourself that life gain. Let me know if there's any stocks you guys are looking at that could have a significant bump to the upside, so that we can make these life gains and grow together. And until that next sexy as hell video, I'll see you.